Everyone in crypto dreams of finding that one coin that does a 100x, the hidden gem that goes from complete unknown to a major success. And yes, these kinds of opportunities do exist. We've seen it happen with projects like Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, and even meme coins like Shiba Inu. But let's be real. For every 100x winner, there are thousands of failed projects that go to zero. So how do you separate the real opportunities from the scams? How do you find the next big thing before everyone else? That's what we're covering today. Where to find early stage crypto projects, how to analyze them properly, and how to avoid getting wrecked in the process. By the end of this video, you'll have a real research process for identifying high potential coins before they explode. But let me preface this by saying there is no guarantees here. Let's start with the biggest misconception people have about finding 100x coins. Most people look in the wrong places. For example, if you're finding out about a coin from mainstream news, a big YouTuber, or Twitter influencers with millions of followers, it's already too late. The best time to find a high growth project is before it hits major exchanges, before big influencers promote it, and before retail investors pile in. So where do you actually find these projects early? Here are the best places to research new crypto projects before they explode. You got crypto launchpads. Platforms like DAOmaker, Seedify, Polkastarter, and Binance Launchpad showcase new projects before they hit the market. These platforms vet projects to an extent before offering funding, so they tend to have a higher success rate than random meme coins. But again, no guarantees. Also, pre-exchange listings on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Both of these platforms have recently added sections where you can see new coins before they gain traction. We have on-chain data. Tools like Nansen, Arcam Intelligence, and Look On Chain track smart money movements. If you see top investors accumulating a new coin before the public even knows about it, it's a strong early signal. Also, you have to look at developer activity on GitHub. This is one of the most overlooked research methods. If a project has a strong development team, you'll see constant updates on GitHub. If the GitHub is inactive, that's a red flag. Now that you know where to find these projects, how do you actually evaluate them? Here's a step-by-step breakdown of how to analyze a new crypto project before investing. First, the team. The best projects have strong, experienced teams with real backgrounds in tech, finance, or blockchain development. Check LinkedIn, past projects, and whether they've successfully built anything before. Be cautious of anonymous teams. While some legit projects have anonymous founders, scams often hide behind anonymity. The tokenomics. The token supply and distribution can make or break a project's long-term success. If a coin has an unlimited supply or high inflation, it's less likely to hold value over time. Look for vesting schedules. If the team or early investors get to dump tokens on retail buyers too quickly, that's a red flag. And of course, who loves the use case? The biggest question is to ask, does the project actually solve a problem? What is the use case? A real 100x project brings something new to the table. If it's just a copy of something that already exists, it's unlikely to stand out. Look at the market demand. Does this project have a real user base, or is it just hype? Look at community and developer activity. A strong community is a good sign, but be careful of projects that over-rely on hype and marketing. Are people engaged because they believe in the project, or is it just because of price speculation? Check Discord and Twitter. Real engagement looks like discussions about development and partnerships, not just when moon. Now let's talk about red flags and common scams. Most new crypto projects fail, and many are outright scams. Here's how to spot the warning signs. With high token supply and unlimited inflation, if a project has trillions of tokens and no real burn mechanism, it's built to make early insiders rich at the expense of late buyers. No real product or development activity is another one. If a project's website is just hype and vague promises without actual development updates, it's probably a cash grab. Also, insane APY promises. If a project is offering crazy staking rewards like 1000% APY or more, it's usually unsustainable. Also, big marketing with no real tech. If a project spends more on influencers than on development, that's a bad sign. Low liquidity and high insider ownership. If a small number of wallets control most of the supply, it's a setup for a rug pull. Now let's talk about narrative cycles, because timing is just as important as picking the right project. Crypto moves in narratives. In each bull market, certain sectors outperform because that's where the hype is. So here are some narratives to watch for in 2021. Crypto and AI. As AI takes off, expect more blockchain AI integrations. Tokenized real-world assets, or RWAs. This is attracting institutional money. Ethereum Layer 2s and scaling solutions. Roll-ups like Arbitrum, Optimism, and ZK Sync are growing fast. Also, decentralized social media, DeSo. More people are looking for crypto-native alternatives to traditional social platforms. If you can identify a hot narrative early, you can increase your chances of finding a high-growth project before the rest of the market catches up. To recap, the best way to find 100x crypto projects is to look where others aren't before mainstream exchanges list them, use real research methods, analyzing teams, tokenomics, and developer activity, avoid scams by recognizing red flags early, follow market narratives to find the next big trend. So I want to hear from you. What's the best crypto gem you found before the masses? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn how to research and invest in crypto with confidence, check out learningcrypto.com. It's the best place to build real skills and stay ahead of the market. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.